Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akmin Akwalt out there pursuing this truth diligently. Come at you once again with another lesson. Alright, hey, today's lesson kind of a little, what would you call it, impromptu. Alright, so, it's called, it's called, most of these women really just want to be in control. Now, this kind of, like I said, comes impromptu from an article, alright, that I found, and the pin gave out. There we go. Alright, oh well, we're doing it. I'm not going to go and do the thing where I'll plug it in, and we're just going with it normal. I'm not going to go through all that. Alright, so it kind of came from this. Now, this is one of those things that popped up on my, Google, like my Google feed. Alright, sometimes they give you some weird random shit. This is one of the ones that came up. Okay, so of course I was like, let me go and check it out. Okay, and some of it's, I can't remember all of it. I think there was some that was like pretty, straightforward. Some of it was, off. And then I looked up, some, I can't remember exactly what I typed in. Alright, something about women controlling men or something like that. Alright, and this came up. Okay. So, and this was actually written by a female, as you can see, Bry Schmidt. Alright, so we're going to go through some of those. Alright, grab some scriptures, grab some definitions. Okay, let me move this one over first. Alright, so again, this lesson is titled, most of these women really just want to be in control. Alright, now the original title was Women Really Just Want to Be in Control, but not, and I know not all, some women are actually like to be submissive, but a lot of them don't. Alright, a lot of them don't. So let's go ahead and start by reading some of this. Alright, this is from Your Tango, I don't know, I guess some woman's site. Has all that dumb shit with love quotes and zodiacs and horoscopes and entertainments and heartbreak and experts of all that that weirdo women stuff. Alright, but let's read it. 7 things you should never ever do for a man. Alright, let's see what it says. It says there's a lot of speculation over when we've actually found the one, but there is no science to love. There's no formula, checklist, or set of tests to decipher if you finally met your soulmate. Unfortunately, it all comes down to gut feeling. Yes, it is. If you lay down with that man, there you go. That's it. Alright, if you don't like him, oh well, that was it for you. Alright, that's it. It says, get rid of that. Following your gut, however, can be difficult. With all those distractions and mixed signals out there, we get lost in the idea of love and forget how to actually spot it. Too many of us follow preconceived Hollywood notions about romance. We think love is a big drama filled with ups and downs and unreturned text messages and constant anxiety. We think if we aren't crying over him every night, it's not right. We think if he doesn't come with the grand gestures and hot sex scenes, it's not right. It says, I can't give you an exact recipe or checklist to know if you found the one, but there are some signs when you definitely haven't. Because here's the first thing about people who speculate when they've met the one. If you have to wonder, that person isn't the one. Alright, and I'd be willing to bet that a lot of these women are single. I'd be willing to bet that a lot of these women are single. Okay, here they are like, oh yeah, this is a sign you're not the one. And they're all single, so you're taking, you women that are looking for men are taking advice from women that don't even have men, alright? If I'm looking to become, a millionaire, I'm not going to take advice from anyone who's not a millionaire, all right? I want to talk to someone that's done it before, okay? If I'm going to talk about someone, how I can paint my car, all right? I'm going to talk to someone who paints cars for a living, all right? I'm not going to ask, a businessman, how do you properly paint a car, all right? How do you properly do that, okay? How do you properly apply a window tint, all right? I'm not going to fucking ask some random, some rando, as people say in the world, some rando, how to do that. All right, I'm gonna go to the person. If you're a woman and you're looking for advice with a man, you go to a woman that has a man. All right, but here you are, you women taking advice from women that don't have. You women are taking advice from women that don't have men, and that men don't want anything to deal with. Okay, and then you get upset when there's people like, Andrew Tate. All right, and who's the other one? He died. What was his name? Kevin Samuels, okay? You get mad at them when they say stuff and, a woman that's in the walking out of the best order as possible, he's not going to get offended over that. Okay? Like, for example, my woman, she doesn't get offended over what Andrew Tate says or what Kim and Samuel says. A lot of what they say is true. Okay? But you American women, you get upset. He's saying that you have to control your women and the women here are trash. Well, you just prove that they are. Okay? You just prove that they are. And that you are. Okay? And that's why nobody wants to be with you. Okay? Says, the person you're meant to be with is one who alleviates all your questions and anxieties. While every relationship is different as every love, there should only be one if you're a woman. All right? That's the first starting point where you women's minds get fucked up. Okay? There are sometimes things that never have to be done in a loving relationship. If you find yourself doing any of these 7 things, you're not with the right one. All right, so let's see. Things that you should never do for a man. All right, the first one is chase him. Movies have it all wrong. They depict grand love with the grand obsession. They depict his years of pinning and obsessing. They make it seem like it's not worth it if it's not any work. Okay, and you know, there's valid to that. I mean, you can go after a man, but if you're, you know, it's not really the woman's job to try to, do all that stuff. But there's been occurrences. All right, there's been occurrences. All right, for example, let me see. Yeah, like Ruth. All right, now Ruth was a Moabite. All right, but so 1 minute. Bear with me 1 moment. There you go. All right. Yeah, but yeah. So anyway. Yeah, and she kind of, she didn't really like chase Boaz, but she did offer herself. But I see what they're saying here, chase, in that case. All right, beg him. Let's see. Real love doesn't have to be begged for. Real love flows. When you're begging someone to love you, you'll get love you're looking for. And there's those are besides the point. Now here's one where that's strictly going off. All right, there's a couple of them now. It really starts going off here. All right, now really it's the a woman can like a man and ask if she if he would take her as a wife. All right, there's nothing wrong for that. I don't they're kind of saying like extreme level. All right, but there's nothing wrong with asking if a man would take you as a wife. All right, when you start doing all that extra stuff, like in the world they go crazy with it. No, but here's where they really start going off is in point 3 and 4. Change for him. All right, the one who loves you loves all of you. He may not agree with you all the time, but he wouldn't even change the way you are. But he wouldn't even change the way you argue. The way you argue with you. Who the fuck wrote this? They can't even use correct English. But he wouldn't even change the way you argue with him. All right, I think is what it should say. And this is the article you take fucking advice from. All right, they aren't even written correctly. When someone is asking you to change, he might as well be asking you to leave. It says the right person isn't looking for their ideal partner. He's looking for someone who's right for them. What the fuck are you talking about? When you're it, there won't be any question about what's wrong or right with you. No, you have to change for your man, all right? If you're doing things that are off, you have to change, all right? And that's why you end up fucking getting thrown to the wind, okay? You wicked-ass, rebellious-ass women, okay? You wicked-ass, rebellious-ass women, okay? Now, you're not really supposed to put your wife away because you're going to cause her to commit adultery, all right? But this is the reason why my husband, my man isn't treating me the same anymore. I wonder why. I wonder why he's not treating you the same. Here you are being, he's wanted you to change, right? And you're not doing it. All right. Well, we don't have to change. You have to change for that. No. The man's in control. Okay, the man's in control. All right, that's one of these things that you women need to get through your thick skulls. All right, as they say, get it through your thick skull. Okay, is that no? The man is the head. All right, he's in control. You're not. He's in control. You're not. All right, you have to change for him. All right, if you're a wife and you're nothing, all right, you need to change for him. All right, if you don't cook, all right, you don't clean, all right, you don't do none of that. All right, you're constantly on the phone, you're constantly arguing. All right, no, you need to change. You, all right. Well, he just needs to find. No, I can tell you right now. All right, if he doesn't like you for that, no man, all right, is gonna want a woman like you. All right, no man is gonna want a woman like you. Okay, you can ask any man. All right, any man that's not a fucking simp, because there's these simp ass men, and those are the men you women are really looking for. You want to look for the men that are so desperate for some box. All right, so desperate to get in some. All right, that they'll do anything. They'll let you lord yourself over them. All right, and yes, ma'am, all right, and they fucking, simp, that's the ones who you're really looking for, and you can control them because you got them by the fucking balls, all right, that's what you want, all right, and that's a pussy of a fucking man, all right, that's not a man, all right, that's a bitch, okay, straight up, all right, simple, to the point, all right, oh, he's using harsh language, No, you want a bitch, all right? You basically want to be dating another female, and that's why a lot of you females do date females, all right? You mo-ass women, all right? And then here you are, you look like a man, all right? So it's clear you want a man. You try to make yourself look like as much as a man as possible, all right? You walk around talking like this, all right, wearing denim jackets and shit, okay? Fuck you talking about? So no, you do need to change, all right? You do need to change for him, all right? And that's why you're over here and looking at these articles. What should I do? Fucking change, all right? Because you're a piece of shit and nobody wants to be with you, all right? You've seen the videos that Kevin Samuels put out. You see the videos that Andrew Tate put out. But no, you don't. Oh, that offends me. That offends me. And well, guess what? The vast majority of men think just like that, all right? So you must hate us all. And a lot of you do. You say, oh, all men are trash. All men are garbage. No, you women are the ones that are fucking garbage, okay? In the first place. Okay, because you're the ones that went all fucking crazy and started. You didn't see no weird men movement. All right, it's always been men. All right, you're the ones that decided, oh no, we ain't with this anymore. We're gonna be feminists. All right, we're gonna throw it all out of whack. Okay, we're gonna throw it all out of whack. So negotiate with him in order to keep him. A relationship is not a consolation prize. You should never be with someone who makes you negotiate the terms of it. Negotiations based on threat of being left are for dying relationships. The only negotiation that should be happening is with dinner plans and parent weekends you'd rather not attend. So they don't want to control everything. So, but no, you're not in control. You have no control in the relationship, women. You don't. Not an ounce. Not a bit. Not a single bit. Okay? All right, the man is the head of you. All right, you are to be in subjection. All right, you're not to usurp authority over him. We're gonna get all these words. All right, that were in the scriptures. What does this guy have to say? Is this a simp? Let me see.
Number 1.
1 minute. It already sounds like he's being a simp. God damn it. I guess we'll watch it on here.
3 attitudes that will destroy your relationship. Number 1, silent treatment. Okay, relax. To someone you love, silence is not golden. It is toxic. And one of the biggest mistakes most people make is they try to run away from deep and real conversation. Listen, every great relationship is built on good communication. And when this stops, your partner will start feeling lonely and even apologize for not being wrong just to keep peace. In the end, these will only break your love relationship. So number 2, my name is Israel Onodare. Follow for more.
Okay, but yeah, communication's good. I don't know why that was randomly inserted in there. Anyway, you should know communication's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, good communication. That's good. You should do that. All right, a lot of things can be solved with an orderly conversation. Okay? A lot of things can be solved with an orderly conversation. Okay, wonder about his feelings for you. Cry over him, lie for him. All right, you shouldn't be lying in general, but there you go. There's some of those. All right, let's see. Let's look at these, though. All right, this is written by a woman. Okay. It's called, fucking page would move. It says 10 ways women control men without men even realizing it. Slacky, bear with me. One moment. Slakia. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Let's go over here. It says, let's be honest, our culture is pretty good at finding ways to control women. From marriage pressures to telling us how to look. And that's another thing. If your man says, "Hey, no, you look like you look hoey," all right, you're not wearing that out. All right, guess what? You can't wear that out. Well, I'm gonna wear whatever I want. Well, guess what? When no man wants to deal with you, now you know why. Okay, no man wants to, go, it's just like the same thing. If you got $1 million, ain't nobody want to be fucking running through well, there are some men, they're dumb men, and they end up dead. Or running through, I got $1 million, and then they don't have $1 million no more. All right, and same with you men. Stop showing off your goddamn women. What the fuck's wrong with you? All right. I don't know why Jermaine got with her and took my woman from me. I don't know. Well, here you are letting her, pose all crazy on Instagram. I let my woman have a OnlyFans because, it's Brandis and you wonder why she ran off. So, if that's you, fuck you, if you're that type of person, fuck you, all right? You're all fucked up in the head, all right? It's no surprise, okay? From marriage pressures to telling us how to look, sometimes women find a way to take back control. No, see, that's off, including in relationships, all while standing up for yourself. And while standing up for yourself is empowering, try to control others can quickly become a toxic habit. Read on for 10 ways women control men that may go undetected. If you recognize yourself in any of these behaviors, it's time to back up and recess. Okay, so she's kind of in like a weird off-on state, It's empowering, but at the same point, I guess... I don't know. Women are fucking confusing. They'll say one thing in one sentence, say another thing in another. Let's see. Blaming and shaming. All right. Dealing with a childish partner can kill the love in a romantic relationship. That's true. A man shouldn't be childish, but sometimes women talk down to a man in order to make him believe he is being childish, and that's true. Sometimes men aren't being childish. Women just get it in their head that they think he is. Okay. A man could be the most strong man, but like, look at him. He's childish. Look, I had to cook for him. He can't even do it for himself. He's being childish. Yeah, I had to cook for him. He can't even cook for himself. No, bitch, you're supposed to cook for him, all right? You fucking ran through ass, used up dish rag. Okay, goddamn. But it can also keep a relationship from feeling like an equal. Well, it's not equal, all right? A relationship isn't equal, all right? It's the man's over you. It's not equal. It isn't supposed to be an equal thing, okay? But likewise, all right, you can't also just treat your woman like shit, okay? You have to respect your woman and honor your woman. Okay, but you have all the control in a relationship as a man. Okay, but you also have to respect and honor your woman. You have to show her love, all right, and affection. All right, if she wants to get it down, you have to get down. All right, that's part of your job is providing as a husband too. Okay, you got to take care of her. All right, so there's things that men have to do too. But what comes with that is your woman has to be in complete subjection under you. Okay, complete submission. Okay. Complete, not a little bit, complete. All right, what's another one? Using passive aggression. Indirect and passive aggressive signals can be intentionally confusing. And we're going to read through these. You can stop and pause, because look, I'd rather get to the scriptures. All right, we're just going to, negging, and I've never heard of this term. I've heard of nagging, but not negging. Negging is a form of manipulation, use insults and backhanded compliments. And while men may be the ones stereotypically doing the negging, women can definitely do it too. In fact, men are more easily fall for when a woman uses negging, and may be even mistaken for flirtatious teasing. But after a while, negging can make a man desperate for validation after being criticized so many times. Using jealousy as a weapon, threatening to break up. All right, and if your woman keeps on threatening to break up with you, that's how you know you got a piece of shit ass woman. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. Okay. Using the silent treatment, keeping a man from his friends, using sex as reward, guilt tripping, acting helpless. Okay, so there you go. But anyway, let's get to scriptures. So you got a couple. If you want to go, you can go to the article if you want to read it. And I don't know why my Obsidian keeps on doing this now. All right, so first off, all right, so again, the title of the lesson, most of these women really just want to be in control. Let's grab 1 Timothy 2 and 11. Okay, 1 Timothy 2 and 11. What does it read? All right. It says, let the woman learn. Now, this is speaking of learning, all right? Learning, speaking of, scripture, all right? But there's a few key words that we have another scripture that talks about speaking in church, all right? But we're looking at words here, okay? We're looking at words here and what it talks about. What does it say here? It says, but let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Let's read it again, 2 Timothy 2 and 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Okay, what does it say? What does it say in 13? For Adam was first formed, then Eve. All right, so you didn't come before the man. All right, Eve. All right, Eve. Women, you didn't come before men. Men came before you. All right, men came before you. Okay, you are in subjection to men. Okay, says, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay, so let's look at a couple words here. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. What is subjection? What does that mean?
Subjection.
Subjection. Okay, turn this up a little bit. Subjection. Let's get it again.
Subjection.
Subjection. What does it mean? The action of subjecting a country or person to one's control, or the fact of being subjected. All right, what's other words for it? Domination. They use the word oppression, and that's not the case. Control, mastery. All right, and then see, this is how Esau uses their words: slavery, enslavement. All right, no, you're not in slavery. All right, but you are. We are in control of you. Okay, slavery is different. That's a different term. If you look up slavery, state of being a slave. Well, obviously, what kind of fucking definition is that? Slavery. The definition of being a slave. It's like, well, obviously, they call it abuse. Okay. So that's Esau's terms. Let's look at the Merriam-Webster. What does it say? It's probably going to do the same thing. As a conquest, the act of process or bringing someone or something under one's control. There you go. There you go. Okay. Dominating, subjecting, domination. Domination, I mean. All right. Subduing. All right. Victory. Overpowering. Of course, you have the weird enslavement down here. All right. What the fuck is that? That's like one of those weird things that allow women to pee standing up. See, that's some weirdo shit. All right. What else do we got? So that's that for that definition. Let's get a SERP. What is a SERP? So we got that. We got what that means. Subjection. We understand what that means now. All right. We should. All right. What does a SERP mean? A SERP.
Usurp.
Usurp. All right. So usurp. Slakia. Usurp.
Usurp.
All right. To take a position of power or importance illegally or by force. All right. It says to take the place of someone in a position of power illegally. Supplant. All right. What does it mean to supplant? Supplant. All right. It means to supersede and replace. All right. And that's what you women try to do. You try to supersede the man and then replace him. All right. You try to basically take the place of man. All right. And it's like that one Kevin Samuel videos that me and my wife get a kick out of. It's there's this video, and he was off. All right. Before any of you over righteous, Jake. Oh, he's recommending Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuels was wicked. All right. He wasn't in this truth. Okay. He was wicked. All right. But he still said something that means. Guess what? You over righteous Jakes. You can never laugh at any comedy things ever. Ever. You better not laugh at Eddie Murphy. You better not laugh at Dave Chappelle. You better not laugh at Chris Tucker. You better not laugh at what's his name? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. You better not laugh at him. You better not laugh at Richard Pryor. You're not allowed to laugh. All right, because they were wicked men. You can't laugh at them. All right, if you're gonna go on that weird deep end shit. I know there's certain things that worldly men say that that's true, all right, but for the vast majority they ain't got it, all right, they ain't got it, okay. So don't go on. In case anybody was going to that weird bug out Space Nine, all right, where he liked Kevin Samuel. I don't like Kevin Samuel. I like some of the things he said, all right, but he was still wicked, okay. He was still wicked, but. All right, one of the things me and my wife liked, there was a video where this woman's talking about, I got my own business, I started my own business, and then Kevin Samuel says, well, see, that's the problem. You just described yourself as a man, all right? No man wants to be with it. It's true, man, all right? And that's what a lot of you women do. You put yourself in these positions of being a man, all right? You're doing the work. You got your own business, all right? You're managing yourself. You're making all the money, all right? You got someone cooking for you, all right? Whether it's, you got someone, you're either ordering out or you actually have a private cook because you women are making all this money, and then a man comes along. Why would he want you? You ain't anything like a woman. All right, you're basically a man. Okay, and that's what you've done because you put yourself in those positions of acting and walking and talking. All right, and sometimes even looking like a man. Okay. And nobody wants that, all right? So in the scriptures, all right, we're going to grab a SERP, all right? But for, what does it say? Right here. Verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So don't usurp authority over the man. All right, what does it mean to usurp? Usurp.
Usurp.
Okay, to take a position of power or importance illegally or by force, illegally. All right, what does it mean to be illegal with something illegal? All right, in a way that's contrary or forbidden by law. All right, and this law is our law. All right, the law that was given to the Israelites. All right, by the Most High. Okay, that law. All right, not Esau's law. All right, so that's not lawful. All right, for a woman to do that. Okay, she took that position by force. All right, forced her way into acting like a man, being manly, all right, being brutish, like being brutish, well, being dumb, brutish, being a brute, all right, being a bully of a woman. It ain't cute, and we don't, trust me, we don't like you, man. Don't be that one weird bitch from Grey's Anatomy, all right. It's all big and shit. Yeah, what you gonna do? I'm like, ugh, who wants her? And sometimes they look pretty, but you don't want no dealings with them. You're like, ugh, pretty in the face, but the rest of it, gotta go. All right, so seize, to take over, to expropriate, all right, to take possession of, all right, to commandeer, all right, to annex, all right, take the place of, overthrow, all right, to dethrone, to remove from a position of authority or dominance. Okay, there you go. That's a good term right there, dethrone.
Dethrone.
All right, dethrone, all right, dethrone, whatever you want to call it. All right, to remove from a position of authority or dominance. Okay, and that's what a lot of you women want to do, is you want to dethrone men. All right, you want to remove them from a position of authority or dominance. All right, and you want to be in the dominance. All right, you want to take the crown from them and wear it yourself. All right, you don't want to be in subjection. All right, you don't want them to usurp authority over you. All right, you want them to be in all subjection unto you, and that's not the way the law has it. That's not the way the Bible has it. All right, that's a back ass word, has that saying, back ass word or ass backward. All right, a back ass word way of thinking, man. That's a backwards ass way of thinking. Thinking, oh, the man needs to be in control of me, and you wonder why you can't have a good love life. Okay, you wonder why. All right, because here you are, you've been taught to be, independent, and you don't need no man. All right, go on and get that money, sis. All right, and all that. All right, count them bags up, sis. All that shit, and you wonder why no man wants you. All right, here you are, you're arguing all the time, saying, "Oh, I'm the one bringing in all this," and you wonder why no man wants you. Okay, you wonder why no man wants you. Okay. So, hey, that shows you why. No man wants a woman like that. Okay, no man wants a woman like that. So let's go and get 1 Peter 3:1. I should stop. It never did this before. 1 Peter 3:1. The pen started working again, if you wonder what that tapping noise is. All right. Just had to pull the cap off and put it back on. I don't know. I guess it started working again. Let me grab a drink. It says, this is 1 Peter 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. Oop, what's that say? Be in subjection to your own husbands. We're going to have to grab that. That if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. Okay, so first of all, let's see what it says in Good News Translation. So let's see if it goes off. It says, in the same way, you wives must submit to your husbands, so that if any of them do not believe the Most High's word, your conduct will win them over to believe. It will not be necessary for you to say a word, and that can happen. All right, for some of you women that are wondering that you have a man that's not in the truth, all right, the way you act, he might end up waking up. All right, the Most High might make that man wake up. You never know. You never know. Okay, but subjection. What does subjection mean? We had it before. Let's get it again. The action of subjecting. All right, oppression. That's not true. Oppression's funny. Oppression, cruel or unjust treatment and control. That's what you women would think. You're oppressing us. It's you're slavery. You're putting us in enslavement. subjugation. All right, the act of bringing someone or something under domination or control. There you go. All right, we don't like that. Well, then you don't like what the Lord has to say. In that case, you hate the Lord, not us. If you hate the Lord, you got bigger problems to worry about there, lady. 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Fucker again, racing down the street. I'm waiting for his ass to wrap around the pole. It's gonna happen. They got this dude that keeps on, racing down the street, all down our street, all time, crazy times of the hour, man. It's only a matter of time. So here it is. This is the scripture I was mentioning about, talking about the churches. But listen to what it has to say. Okay, it says, "Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law." Okay, as also saith the law. Okay, there you go. And in verse 40 it says, "Let all things be done decently in order." All right, and that's for a woman. That would be something to be done decently and in order. Now it says this word. It says, "But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law." Now, what does obedience mean? All right, because we're going through these terms. All right, because apparently a lot of you women don't know them. All right, or apparently you just don't, and it's not that you don't know them. You don't want to know them. Okay, you don't want to know them. Obedience. Okay, compliance with an order, request, or law, or submission to another's authority. Okay, compliance. All right, compliance. All right, the action or fact of complying with a what the fuck? That's a dumb definition. The act of complying. Well, yeah. Can you give us what that means? All right, with a wish or command. All right, what else do we got? Respect. Oh, it goes back to respect. Okay, discipline. Okay, discipline. The controlled behavior resulting from discipline. All right, conformance. All right, another term for conformity. What does conformity mean? Compliance with standards, rules, or laws. Okay, you women are under the law. All right, as men are under the law as well. But there's certain things that are for you women to do. All right, and one of those is to be under your man. Under your man, not over. All right, not on the same level of. All right, not equality, not equal, but under obedience. All right. So if you don't like that, hey, then you don't like the Lord. Then all right. Then you don't like the Lord. If you don't like that, I don't like that, then you don't like the Lord, all right? And if you don't like the Lord, you have bigger problems coming your way. So let's grab 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. It's a shorter little lesson. We're moving through it quick, all right? What's it say? It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High." So what does this mean? That means there is an order of control, okay? It means Yahweh is over Yahweh-Shai, Yahweh-Shai is over man, man is over woman, woman is over child, all right? And that's the order. It doesn't say, woman is over child, but that's the order, all right? That's really the only ones that, women have control over, all right, women have control over his children. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, and once that so-called child, if it's a boy and it comes 12, and guess what? Because that's a man now. Okay, that's a man now. Okay, now he still has to honor his mother. All right, respect his mother. Okay, but not technically, under control like that. Okay, that man would actually go, and go on. All right, biblically, all right, when everything was, when you could actually afford to, leave and go and get your house and carry on as a man, all right, before inflation, a box of Cheerios was $3,000. It's not literally $3,000. You know what we're saying? We're playing around, making a joke, all right, but, before Cheerios were, back when they were, half the price of what they are now, all right, and housing was half the price of what it is now, all right, and everything was half the price of everything, all right, when things were affordable, all right, when things were actually, that everybody would have a house, okay? But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, all right, which is Yahweh-Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High, all right? So the head of the Son is the Father. So that means there's an order. Like I said, it goes from the Most High in control, and then it goes to Hawashai, all right, and then it goes to man, then it goes to woman, then it goes to child, all right, and the woman's over the child, all right, and that means there's a specific order, all right, there's a specific order, so it can't go woman is over the head of man, nope, it throws everything all out of whack, okay, it throws everything all out of whack, okay, so let me see something, I want to look something up. Let me read it. But I was gonna show you that there's a term called pecking order, all right, amongst chickens. All right, you can look it up, you can study it if you want. All right, it's called pecking order. All right, it's the thing that chickens do. All right, to have a hierarchy within their ranks. All right, so even animals establish order. Look with the animal, they have the alpha. All right, and everybody's under the alpha. All right, there's an order. Okay, and if order starts getting messed up, hey, shit gets out of whack, and you end up with things like America. Okay, that's what you end up with. Some weird confusion with men dressing as women, women dressing as men. All right, kids being adults, adults being kids. All right, dressing like horses and shit, fucking weirdo shit. All right, that's what happens when order goes away. When there's no order. All right, when there's a lack of control, that's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. Okay, because all you people decided to go off. All right, that's what happens. Okay, that's especially when Esau's in control because they have no order in general. 1 Corinthians 11:8. Actually, we don't even have to. We can just scroll down a bit. What does it say? For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. One more time. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. One more time. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. One more time. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. All right, let's get in the Good News Translation. One more time. Let's get it one more again. For man was not created from woman, but woman from man. There you go. All right, there you go. That should tell you all. Look. Let's get verse 9 too. Neither was the man created for the woman. I forgot that. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right, what does it say down here? All right, it says, in the Good News Translation, verse 9, it says, nor was the man created for woman's sake, but the woman was created for man's sake. So guess what? You got to be under the man, because he wasn't created for you. You were created for him. Okay? Well, I don't like the way that makes me feel. Well, no one cares what you like. Okay? So shut up. Okay? You disorderly-ass women. All right? No one wants to deal with you. All right? No one wants to deal with you. Even your friends don't want to deal with you, man. Come on now. Even your friends don't want to deal with you. Friends, oh, I like Becky. Becky's cool. When you leave, oh, Becky's a fucking bitch. I don't like Becky. Your friends don't even like you, okay? Your friends don't even like you, okay? And here you are. And a lot of time, you're like talking all this shit, and your friends might even have men, but here you are, you don't, all right? Because you're a strong, independent woman, all right? Independently alone, all right? Let's look at the word independent. Let's look that up. Let's look it up. Because you always brag, I'm an independent woman. I'm an independent woman. What does independent mean?
Independent.
Okay. Free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. So you're an independent woman. You don't even depend on the Lord's authority. You don't even depend on the Lord's authority. You're free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. So not only men, all right, but the Lord as well. You're independent. You don't need any control. All right, we're not independent. Even as men, we're not independent. All right, we need the Lord. Okay, we need His authority. Okay, what's other free thinking? All right, open-minded. Free thinking, open-minded. All right, and if you're open-minded, your brain's gonna fucking fall out. Okay, free-spirited, unconstrained. All right, non-restricted or limited. All right, wild. Look at that, wild of an animal or plant living or growing in a natural environment, not domesticated or cultivated. A fucking wild animal. That's what you are, you women. You're a wild animal. All right, headstrong. All right, self-willed and obstinate. All right, let's see, self-sufficient, self-supporting, independent. Another word would be, of singularity. All right. Not depending on another for livelihood or substance, self-sufficient, self-supporting, self-reliant. All right. What else? Not connected with another or with each other, separate. Okay, separate, unattached. What else do we got? What does indie mean? Let's get the etymology. Let's look at that breakdown of that word. What does indie mean? Independent. We'll just grab independent and grab in. Well, let's see. No, so it's not going to give us that. Shortening of independent. Able to live well without labor. Set up as so to be unaffected by outside influence from 1790. Okay, there you go. So there you go. Anyway, let's get back to the scriptures. All right, I don't think we have any more definitions to get. We might have one. No, we do. So Ephesians 5 and 22 through 23. Grab it. All right. Wives, Ephesians 5 and 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Okay, so here's a word we need to look up. What is submit? Okay, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Let's grab this in the Good News Translation. What does it mean? Wives, submit yourselves to your husband as the Lord, for the husband has authority over his wife, just as Hamashiach has authority over the church, as Hamashiach is himself the savior of the church, his body. All right, so let's go and grab this word submit. Okay, so wives, you're supposed to do what? You're supposed to, it says, wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands as unto the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. So, what does it mean to submit? What does it mean? Submit.
Submit.
To accept or yield to a superior force or the authority or will of another person. All right, to give in, to yield, to give way, to back down, to cave in, to bow. All right. What else? To consent. All right, to conform. You shouldn't change your ways. You shouldn't change your ways for a man. What does conform mean? Behave according to a socially acceptable conventions or standards. Yes, so you got to change your ways. All right, you have to put up with it. All right, you have to tolerate or endure it. You have to deal with it. All right, you have to submit. All right, take it lying down. All right, play it by the rules. Okay, so subject to a particular process, treatment, or condition. All right, you don't have choice. All right, you don't have a choice. So there you go. What I had submission. Yeah. Oh, there's another word. Submission. We'll grab submission. All right. Submission. Okay. The action or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force, which comes from submission. Okay. So there you go. And I don't think we have any more definitions now, so we can close out of that. So we got that. Slakia. Let's get Sirach 26 and 14. So, hey, yes, you do have to change, all right? You can't just be being that same old, terrible woman that you've been being, all right? You got to change, all right? And even us, is when we come in this truth, we got to change, all right? We got to change as men when we come in this truth. You can't just be in the same old person like the scripture says, all right? Put off the old man and take on the new, all right? Roughly paraphrasing, okay? We can't just continue being who we were, all right? You women can't continue on to continue to be a a nuisance, a fucking nightmare, and rule yourself and lord yourself over, all right, men. You can't do that. That doesn't work. That's not how things work. This is 14. So that's not how things work, all right? And, hey, look what the scriptures say about it, okay? About if you were to be submit, I'm just going to let the scripture explain it. Sirach, all right, or Ecclesiasticus 26:1. What does it say? It says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Okay? It says, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. Okay, so let's go over to oh yeah, wait, no, we can't, can we? Dang, I'm curious. All right, I'm gonna look it up on the computer. You can look it up too. I'm not gonna pull it up on the screen because it's just faster for me to type it. See what it has to say. It says, okay, so we're in 26 and 14. Okay, so it says, a wife who doesn't talk too much is a gift from the Lord. Such restraint is admirable beyond words. A modest wife has endless charm, is a quality too precious to measure. So there you go. You women think you've been taught that submission is a bad thing. No, it's a beautiful thing. All right, it's a wonderful thing. All right, and it makes you look feminine. It makes you look like a woman. All right, and when you ain't shit. What the fuck you gonna do? You look like a brute beast. You look like a brute beast. All right, and it ain't attractive. All right, it ain't attractive. All right, nobody thinks it is. All right, nobody thinks it is. Nobody looks like, oh wow, what a graceful and beautiful woman. Nobody thinks that. Okay, nobody thinks that. Everybody just looks like, God damn, what the fuck's her problem? What got up her ass? Jeez. I feel sorry for anyone who's around her. Gross. And you see it in the stores, a woman bitching a man, you're like, God damn, man, you gotta get the fuck out of there. That's fucking awful. All right. And then you think about the man, you're like, he's probably with it. He probably doesn't even care. All right. And so, hey, man, you've been taught that it's a silent and loving woman, a woman that's dresses modestly. So here's two pictures. All right. One's on the left and one's on the right. All right. On the left, we have a woman, all right, with long, all right, box braids hanging out with all different sorts of weird beads in them, all right, atop with her titties hanging out, all right, and you got, shorts that are hiked up her ass. You can see her camel toe, all right, and she's screaming and yelling, and hitting a man with her fists. All right, okay, there's the left image, all right, and then you got the right image, all right, you got a woman, she's got her hair covered, all right, she's wearing a modest apparel, all right, she's got a dress on, something that's covering up her lady bits, all right, you can't see nothing, all right, it's covering her figured up, all right, and she's there, all right, and she's saying, she's getting, oh, my man's so good to me, all right, now what one seems more ladylike, all right, and more like the person you'd want to be around, okay? The one on the right, all right, not the one on the left. If you said the one on the left, you're being spiteful and get the fuck off the page. You're just being spiteful. Oh, the one on the left, all right, she seems like she's liberated. Well, fucking liberate your ass down the street and get the fuck off this page and don't ever come back, okay? We don't want you around here, all right? Don't come around here no more. No, that Tom Petty song. Don't come around here no more, all right? Don't do it. We don't want you. Fuck off, all right? Kick rocks. A silent and loving woman is a Sirach 26 and 14, or Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. There is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. All right, so it's a wonderful thing. All right, you hate women. We don't hate women. All right, we hate the things that you women do. All right, we don't hate you. All right, we love a woman that's decently in order. We love our wives. All right, when they're decent, we know decently if our wives are decently in order. All right, some men have to have the unfortunateness of having to deal with a very brutish woman. All right, but I don't have the I thankfully, all right, Tawadi Habashi Meow Shai, I'm not one of the ones that has to go through that. All right, women are gonna be women every once in a while. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're not gonna be perfect here, but for the most part, my wife's pretty good. Okay, she's not overly what's the word unruly, all right, some of these women be, okay, So and you know that's a rare thing too. All right, so that's not going to be a case all the time. Okay, there's not a lot of decent women, and even if a decent woman's going to get out of order every once in a while, we got to put them back in their place. Okay, of course, we're under the curses right now, and everything's not going to be perfect. All right, but some women are going to be a little bit better than the others. Okay, so if you have a woman like that, hey, you're blessed. Okay, so you should thank the Lord for that. You don't have a woman that's threatening to hit you over the head with frying pans and shit. Isaiah 3:12, all right, it reads, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." Okay, "O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path." So a lot of our men, all right, a lot of our people in general, the children are ruling over them. Like, fuck you, dad, all right, you piece of shit. I like mom better, all right, and mom's like, yeah, fuck you. It's like, So, yeah, man, women rule over the men here, all right, and you can see it. You can see it, all right. You have those lyrics like, "I'm gonna put the pussy on a pedestal," shit like that, man. Come on now. What kind of simp-ass lyric is that? I think that's how he said it. I can't remember. It's an older song. Not an older song, but, like 2015. But, hey, man, it's fucking... That's the state of our men, too. A lot of you men let it get this way, too. Okay. With that Eddie Murphy joke. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get that. About that, so you get you an African bus bitch, all right, and there's a lot of truth in that too. And again, hey, you crazy over righteous Jakes out there, hey, go calm down. All right, put your spears down. I know I'm saying he's funny. Ooh, you can't find him funny. He's a 2/3. You can't find him funny. Ah, fuck, man, calm down. But if you, he has a lot of truth in that when he talks about. He says you can get African bush bitch from Africa. You take her back to America, she'd be fucked up. All right, she starts hanging around American women, she'd be fucked up. It's true, man. Go look, and he has the whole thing about talking about half. But no, he had a I can't find it, but he had one where he goes, okay. Let's see if I can find it. We don't need to watch it. You guys can try to find it. But, back when Eddie Murphy was funny. So, but we don't need to grab none of that. Where are we at? We're in our first address. But no, he had a scene, I can't remember what he was talking about. I think I don't remember if it was talking about the taking half, all right, or if it was, speaking on, if it was speaking on half, or if it was because he had one where he says, like, she took half, ooh, and, but I don't know if it was that, or if he was talking about it might have been, I think those were kind of intertwined, the taking half and the African bush bitch joke, all right, but, God damn it. Fucking hate how this iPad controls, man. I'm not used to this. Slovakia, you see me struggling, all right? So, there you go. But hey, man, so I don't remember what it's from, but it's funny if you can look it up. All right, it has a lot of truth. If you find the skit on African bush bitch, all right, it's there's a lot of truth in it. All right, I'm not saying he's a prophet, Jake. All right, you over righteous Jake out there. I'm not saying he's a prophet. I'm not saying he's got the truth. I'm saying there's some truth in it. All right. But, because he talks about, the women here are fucked up, all right? You go over Africa, you get yourself an African bush bitch, they don't even speak English, all right? And you take her back over to America, and she be fucked up, all right? She be fucked up. You start hanging around American women, I'm gonna take half Eddie, so, what have you done for me lately? So, yeah, you have her all fucked up. So you should watch it, if you want to. If not, it don't matter. It's nothing, like, spiritual or anything, but it's just funny. It's funny to watch, and it's true, man. Like, that's from, like, back in the 80s, man. Back in the 80s. I can't remember if that one was from Raw or Delirious. All right, let me see. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's either, like, 80s or 90s, all right, depending on which one it was. I think one was in the 80s, and I think one was in the 90s. They might have both been in the 80s. I'm not sure, but I think one was in the earlier 90s. I'm not sure though. Don't take my word for it. Anyway, let's get to scriptures. All right, I'm rambling. First Esdras, all right, 4:19. It reads, not 4:19. They messed it up. 4:26. All right, Slakia. First Esdras 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Okay. Now we must get this in the we must get this in the Good News Translation. What's going on here? Is it? Wait a minute. What was that? My leg will never recover. Jeremy Renner's leg is going to be amputated. God damn. Woo. That's judgment if so. Anyway, let's get we need second name. First address. Can I just do my thing? Damn. Go away. I don't need it. Okay? Jeez, man. So many ads. No. Stop it. You know, if there was any more, ads, you almost wouldn't be able to read the Bible. Jeez. 26. Here we go. Can we get that by itself? First Esdras 4:26. It reads, some men are driven out of their minds on account of a woman, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman. So there you go. There you go. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. And women are devious, man. Women are devious. Look what happened with Samson. All right. Read what happened to Samson. All right. We're talking about, a woman, found out his secret about the hair, got him cut it all off, and then prison him. And then what was the other one before that? The riddle that he come up with. All right. And he told her, and that's how they found it. It's like, hey, man, of course they were of another nation, but it shows you women are inherently devious, man. That's why you shouldn't tell women everything either. All right, you shouldn't tell. And women don't need to know every damn thing. Okay, but hey, First Esdras 4:26 in the Good News Translation. All right, with Apocrypha, of course. Some men are driven out their minds on account of a woman, and others become slaves for the sake of a woman. Don't let yourself become a slave for the sake of a woman, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, we're going to read it once again in the King James Version because that's the correct version, and we want to close off with, scripture from the King James Version. So, once again, First Esdras 4:26. Yea, many there be that have ran out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jake. All right, because why? Because most of these women really just want to be in control. Okay? Most of these women really just want to be in control, Jake. Don't let them do it. Well, they're going to hate me. They're not going to love me as much. Well, fuck them. Let them hit the high roads, man. If they're going to leave, there's nothing you can really do about it. You can say, hey, if you leave me, you commit adultery. The Most High is going to put you to death. But, hey, that's it. That's it. If they're going to leave, if she's a wicked woman, she's going to leave regardless, man. Either that, she's going to hit you over the head with a frying pan. All right. Ugh. Which comes, from another Eddie Murphy joke where it says, she got all quiet and just said, okay, why don't you go ahead and go to sleep? Crazy women, man. Crazy women. So, hey, man, don't become, a slave. Don't be a servant to a woman because she's so pretty. Yeah, but look at you, man. You look pathetic. You're not even a man anymore. You're just some husk sitting there looking sad. All right, so, hey, man, you women, again, it's not a bad thing. All right, to be subject to a man, it's a beautiful thing. That's order. All right, that when you see a handsome man and a beautiful woman, all right, and their relationship's good, you're like, wow, look at that. That's nice. All right, but when you see, some, ran through ass, woman with box braids and fucking teeth all fucking, what you gonna do, motherfucker? You ain't doing shit to me. All right, or what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit, poppy. Fucking like slapping them all up in the face. It don't matter. I added the Northern Kingdom in there just for you Northern Kingdom that have to deal with that shit. So, hey, man, when you see that, you're like, God damn, how is he even dealing with that? That poor son of a bitch. You know, that's what we look when we see that. We're like, God damn, man, what are you doing? Run! You know, it's sad, man, when you see it. All right, I've seen it on several occasions. I was in a video game store one time. I saw a woman bitching a man right at the counter about what video game. I'm like, let the goddamn guy buy what he wants to buy, man. I don't want to play none of that. I don't want that. I don't want that. We can play this. I don't want to. That ain't with me. I want to play it on net. And he looked like, okay. I'm like, damn, you can tell he's screaming in his head. Don't let yourself be like that, man. Don't let yourself, when you see these men getting bitched out in public, take that as a reminder and say, man, I don't want to become like that. All right, put your woman in place. Is she gonna get mad? Probably. Oh well. So that's like, I spanked my kid, or he was sad that I spanked him. Oh, so you're supposed to parent him. All right. Well, he was doing something bad, and I said not to do it, and he got sad. So I just let him do whatever he wants now. No. All right. Just like with women, just like children, women have to be put in their place and corrected. All right. Can't let them run free and do whatever they want. All right. You're gonna have a hoe of a woman in your house. All right. If you let that happen, okay. So don't. All right. Don't. Let's read it again. And we'll close out. First Esdras 4:26. Yea, there be many that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. All right, don't do it. All right, a lot of these women just really want to be in control, and if they can find their little way into that, they will do it, man. All right, if they can find that wimp of a man, all right, they will do it. All right, so don't let yourself be that wimp of a man, Jake. Don't do it. All right, put these women in control. All right, and plus a lot of these things, a lot of women won't agree with it, but women really like being told what to do. All right. So they do. It makes them feel womanly, all right. And they like the power and the control that you have. It makes you feel like a man. They're like, ooh, he's manly. Trust me, they like it. All right. So, but a brutish woman doesn't. All right. But that's basically dealing with a man at that point. All right. She got a mind state of a man that's been put onto her by this world. All right. All fucked up in the head. All right. Doesn't even know what's going on. But hey, with that, we're gonna close out. All right. We're getting to rambling now, so we're gonna close out. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles, a great millstone, all right? Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Hey, you women, hey, it's a wonderful thing for you to be in subjection on your man, all right? It's a wonderful thing for you to be womanly and act womanly. It's a good thing, all right? Don't let these worldly women fuck you up like Cardi B and Rihanna on them. Don't let them fuck you up. It's a good thing to be under a man. It's a beautiful thing, all right? It's a beautiful thing, all right? That's how relationships work, all right? And that's how they did always work until the feminism movement, okay? And, before the feminine movement, women were been going on for a hot minute. All right, so hey, it's it's a good thing. All right, don't let these worldly women tell you otherwise. All right, so hey, with that we're gonna close out. Hey, Lord willing, all right, until next one, Lord willing. All right, shalom.